Hello, lovelies, and welcome to another edition of my daily creativity during the month of May to celebrate National Scrapbooking Month. And it's been great so far. Challenging, very challenging for me anyway. Trying to do as many scrapbook pages as I can and getting really stuck on memories. Boy, am I stuck on memories. Anyway, today what I wanted to share with you was some interesting information about scrapbooking and colours, but also for the card makers of you out there, I wanted to show you a little bit of a cheat on colours. So let me start first of all. No, I'm also going to cover some information about flip-flaps because I love flip-flaps, and just show you how I'm going with my Good Vibes scrapbooking kit. So let me start with my cheat on colours. So I'm not very good with colours as far as, I've got a beautiful range of colours here that I would never put together, but it works. So how did they do that? I'm going to show you one thing that Close to My Heart have given us, and it's in this little black book. Gotta love their little black book. So this is an 8x6 album, and it holds these. This is our Love of Colour. So the Close to My Heart Love of Colour. There are 2 volumes to this. This is volume 2 and volume 1 is in here as well. So you can fit both volumes in here. And this goes through most of the colours that Close to My Heart have and the matching colours. So all you need to do is go up the back to the index. I know the index up the back. How rude, right? So go up the back to the index. Have a look for the colour that you're looking for. So for instance, this one here is Glacier. I know that's Glacier. So alphabetically, Glacier is on page 38. So then if we turn to page 38, here we go. We have a full range, a full double page spread of Glacier and the colours that go with it. So for card makers, if you're a little bit stuck with, or scrapbookers, a little bit stuck with, okay, I've got Glacier in my photo and I really want to add some more colours to this page, what goes with it? This tells you that Glacier also goes with Sugar Plum. Now that is a deleted, it's a retired colour. Ballerina, Sage and Pewter, as this card shows, giving you an example of a card. It will then tell you that you can find the pattern for this card in our Make It From Your Heart Volume 4, Pattern 3. I'll be talking more about that in the coming days. This scrapbook layout shows Glacier with Peacock, Heather and Linen. Now again, some of these colours are retired, especially in the first volume. And a gorgeous scrapbook layout. And once again, Make It From Your Heart Volume 3, Pattern 1. So it tells you where you can find that pattern from. An artwork and an off the page type of thing, and they've used Glacier, Thistle and Sweet Leaf. So just gives you some ideas, and I've probably picked the worst colour because Glacier is an older colour. We've had it for quite a while, and a lot of the colours that have been suggested here have also retired. There's also some artwork tips. So double your colour palette by using the light and dark sides of cardstock. So that's a great tip. All right, so this is a great resource. If you're going to invest in this, as I mentioned, there is the first volume, which is just Love of Colour, and then the second volume is Love of Colour Volume 2, and that's got more of our new colours, so the Wisteria and Sundance and all of that. You do need a 6x8 album to put it in, otherwise they do just come loose leaf. Okay, so that's my first tip. Hello to everyone who's watching live. Thank you so much for tuning in. Feel free to comment. Good morning, Karen. Lovely to hear from you. And if you're watching on replay, as always, #replay. I'd love to know that you have watched. Let me know what you think of it by giving me hearts. You can even do angry faces if you're really not enjoying this, or you can just switch off. All right, moving right along. This is my Good Vibes scrapbooking workshop that I showed yesterday and I was still working on. And you can see I've put some of the stickers on it. I have changed the workshop. So this particular page did have 2 4x4 photos, but I wanted to put one photo on here, so I've printed that out and popped it on there. This one as well actually had 3 photos, so it did have a 6x4, and then it had 2 3x3 photos. But I don't have many photos of this particular time in my life, so I just wanted 1 photo. I may end up putting some journaling up there. I probably will put some journaling up there, or I might find another photo. So with the workshop that I mentioned yesterday, which is from, let me just double check, I should remember her name, Chris Robertson, that's right. So Chris Robertson's workshop, she gives the instructions of how to cut all of this out, and also how to put it together and where the flip flap goes. And I really liked this because I'm used to putting flip flaps. If you've watched my other videos, you've seen me put one of the flip flaps right down the bottom, and then you extend it to extend the entire page. Her flip flaps, and I'm going to do it on camera in case you haven't seen this. So this is a flip flap. It's a 6-inch by 12-inch flip flap, and hers actually go in the middle of the page. Well, this one goes in the middle, and this one goes at the edge. That's another page I was going to share with you. So I'm going to do that now. So what you do is, the flip flap has a hole in the side, and then it's got this that covers up the stickiness. So you fold that over and give it a good press. Then we take this off and stick it to a table or something, because otherwise it sticks to our hands. Holding that folded, then line it up with where you want that to go. So this one actually lines up. The paper will go there, and you press it down. I mentioned in the other video that you've got a couple of seconds, literally seconds, to pull that up if it's not lined up right, but I'm happy with how that's lined up. It's a little bit up, but that's okay. And then you just press that down, open it up, give it a really good press, and I've now extended my page like so. So I may not have put that in right. It maybe was supposed to go that way, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to go that way. So that is how you apply a flip flap. You can do it that way, as I just showed, or you can also do it this way. So it's exactly the same flip flap. Take that off and stick it to my table, and then make sure I've got this up the right way. So it's good to have your papers in there when you start, to make sure it is up the right way. Line all of this up, and it can go horizontally across the page. I'm going to put it down like so. It's nice and straight. Give it a press. That will fold down, which gives me more room to put more photos or journaling or whatever, and it's an extended page. So how cool is that? So if you like this particular workshop, if you like all the cutting and the design and everything, and I'll show you the second 2 pages that I have also started on. So this is the second page, and that is the third page. So this is the way I've decorated it. You can put it however you like, but if you like this and would like the cutting instructions, you can always jump on Chris's website, her blog, and grab them. Or if you are one of my customers, you can actually get it for free from me. All you need to do is purchase the Good Vibes workshop kit, and I'll see that come through, and then I will actually send you an email with all of these instructions on there. So as I mentioned before, you can do with these whatever you like. Chris actually had the other side of the paper up, but I really like this side of the paper, so I've changed that. She has different orientation of photos, but I've made it what I want with my photos. There's lots of things that I haven't printed out, so you can see I haven't finished my pages. Probably because, as I've mentioned before, sometimes scrapbooking can be quite a journey. It can be quite difficult, and these pictures are certainly that. This is actually a very heart-wrenching journey that I took to Thailand with my girlfriend Andrea, to bail my brother, I was going to say my son, goodness no, my brother out of jail. So this, when I saw this paper and these sentiments and everything, actually on paper, it did trigger a memory, and I thought that this is the paper I want to use. And now we come around for scrapbookers. what I wanted to say was that you don't always need the perfect matching colours to match with your papers. So for instance, I decided that, you know, perfect moment and every picture tells a story fit in with the photos from this adventure. It just happened that I needed to use a sage photo mat on this particular flip flap. And that was the photo that I wanted to put on this piece. I'm losing my words again. And when I put it down, it just happened that the sage matched really well with this particular photo. Now, realistically, I could have picked any photo and you would be surprised. And my challenge to you is pick a photo and put it on a page, then pick a different photo and put it on the page. And you'll find that just about anything matches. So here we have another photo, and all the colours around this particular photo pick up the colours in the photo and accentuate them. I could use any photo, so I'm going to grab another photo, another life experience. So I love this sentiment. Every picture does tell a story. So here is another photo, and if I were to put that there, even though the colours they're completely different, that actually goes on this as well because of the sentiment, and the blue picks up the blue in the sky and everything. So don't be afraid to put any photos on pretty well any coloured paper. That was a tip that I learned from a good friend, Tracy, who has been scrapbooking for many, many years. She's a fantastic scrapbooker. And here again, you know, if you looked at this photo off this page, you would think that that would not fit on these colours, and yet it is working really well because down here the browns pick up the browns in the bars of the jail. That is a photo of my brother just before he was released. This one, again, it doesn't really look like any of the colours would match with this page, but the photo goes with the story, and therefore I put it on the page and it does, to me, it does suit. Every time I see scooters, I always think of Thailand. And then this photo here, I was really surprised at how well that went with the colour of the cardstock. So there you have it. This is what I wanted to show you today. Flip flaps, colours. I hope that you have picked up a tip, been inspired, something. Can you get the page out of the flip flap once it's sealed down, please? That is a really good question. You absolutely can, which is good because I have not put any photos, as you can see, on this one here, and it's really easy. It just slides out like so. So I can now put my photos, finish putting photos on this page, and then I can slide it back in and it's all good. Now, the other thing I will show, actually, I was going to talk about this as well. I had a rough idea of, I'm going to put a 6x4 photo here, and the butterfly is supposed to overlap that photo. I didn't want to stick the butterfly down. I also didn't want to put any, you can use your anti-static mat to stop the butterfly from getting sticky. What I've done is I've just cut off, and I'll show you the sticker sheets. I've used most of the stickers. It's such a great workshop, girls. This particular workshop uses pretty well every single piece of the paper. There's a little bit left over, especially if you stuff up your cutting. So it uses pretty well every single piece of the paper, the cardstock, and most of the stickers. That's all the stickers I've used so far. So I've just cut a little bit of the backing paper where I've already taken a sticker off. I've put that behind the butterfly. So the butterfly is stuck down, but that part isn't. So I can slide my photo and photo mat underneath, then I can peel it off and stick the sticker on. The stickers, by the way, more information, are photo safe. So you can put them onto your photos and they're not going to ruin your photos. So yes, Karen, you can pull the paper out once you have stuck the flip flap down. Obviously that's not going to fall out though because it's folded there, which is really great. All right, thank you so much for watching, ladies. I hope that you'll tune in again tomorrow for another edition. If you have a request, please let me know. Send me a message, or you can pop it in the comments as well if there's something that you would like to see. I do plan on doing more on flip flaps in the coming days. But for now, stay safe, keep crafting, and bye for now.